Now I'll discuss the final two reference coordinate systems, parent and gimbal, and these two were invented to solve specific problems with animation. You'll have no occasion to use these unless you create a linked hierarchy, and this desk lamp is an example of one. You'll learn how to create this type of system in the animation module, but I'll whet your appetite right now so that we can discuss these reference coordinate systems. Now first of all, I have this desk lamp model arranged so that this is a child object and it's a child of the next object in the chain. And then this in turn is a child of the next object, and so on, down to the parent of them all, which is this base object. In the Select Objects dialog box, you'll see the objects here, and if I display the subtree, you'll see the hierarchy. So anyway, I'm on the child object, and I've switched to the local coordinate system to demonstrate some information you need to know before we get into the parent system. So this local system coincides with the axis of this lamp hood. If I use the page up key, I can go to the next object in the hierarchy, and you can see that its local system, the x-axis, is parallel with the arm. And similarly, the next object has one of its axes parallel with the axis of the arm. So that makes sense, right? If we go to the parent system, what it shows us is the local coordinate system of the parent object instead. And this is helpful when you're designing a linked hierarchy. So now this is showing me the local coordinate system of this object. That allows me to move this object down with reference to that. It's similar to creating a picked system, in fact, but it's just convenient when you're using a linked hierarchy to use the parent system. Okay, and that brings us on to Gimbal. And Gimbal solves a specific problem called gimbal lock, which can occur when you're rotating objects in a linked hierarchy. I'll go to Rotate, and I will go to Gimbal. Now, interestingly enough, the gimbal system doesn't require that all of the three axes are mutually perpendicular. Take a look at that. They're not. If I rotate this, you'll see that this red ring is rotating with the objects. This is very helpful in a linked hierarchy, suffice it to say, but you'll have no other reason to use it, so you can just sort of catalog that in your mind and come back to it should you ever experience gimbal lock, which is sort of a wild flailing about that can occur when you're rotating objects in a linked hierarchy.